Doing all right? Well, that's good. So let's see. Today is pre-alliance tournament day. Yes, pre-alliance tournament day. AC is great, only 4850. That's not bad, actually. They must have found you a pretty good deal on something. That's always good when you can support a small business like that. And I do my HVAC system with one of the local companies here too. Mining event today. It's always good when you can find a guy. Normally I would be jonesing for ore, but I'm not going to be picky and I'm going to take this gas node. Yeah, like AC guys, plumbers, and auto repair are like the three that, yeah, you need to have somebody reliable for. Did some Mirror Universe grinding today for an hour with the triple exocomp. Might do a little more tomorrow depending on how I feel. It gets boring. For reputation. Oh, rep event. Yeah, I suppose I did see that when I did my my archive. On hostels too. Well, it's good that you got different scoring mechanics. I was gonna try to pop in during my lunch break today, but had some things pop off and didn't have much of a chance to do anything but eat a couple tacos. You watch Tiberius do elite waves and it gave you anxiety? The the wave defense event. Hopefully they gave out more hopefully they gave out more entry tokens. I might have spent my last one yesterday. They did last time. But then again, this one's probably... Is this the 6-day event? Yeah, so that's plenty of time to be able to complete it, probably. Oh, they want you to mine ore. No wonder I couldn't find an ore node. Let's change over to that guy then, because that might flip to ore. I mean, in 6 days, I should be able to get a load of ore that'll finish that event, but... Hey, you're not good at managing your own time? Overall, I like it just because it gives flexibility. Yeah, the last time they had the ore event pop up on there, that was just like a regular mining thing. It wasn't anything special by any means. So we've got a regular Augment Exile event. 2-day. That's a little bit stronger than normal. But still not bad. I saw that one got completed with like something I did at the beginning of stream here. Oh, that's where the mirror universe pops in. Yeah, that makes sense. I saw guys chatting about it and I was like, okay. They didn't say that was for the trivia thing, but I was like, I can read between the lines. I picked that one up pretty quick. And I can use some solo crenums tonight, so that's perfect. Almost got my night planned out now. Needed to get Omega? Well, yeah, that's a dang good timing then. Oh, you just got your relativity and then not used it yet? I have not pulled the trigger on mine yet. I haven't committed to spending my event store credits on that yet. Is regular formation space? It is, okay. Does my alliance know that that's not the space for that one event? I've still. Today's Tuesday. I might not have ever used my Skip B yesterday at all. That looks like that's still loaded up for Mirror Universe from Sunday. Or no, that was for the Swarm event yesterday. That's what that was from. It's fun to use that for the low level grinds because it's so quick. Is that a sarcophagus? Oh gosh, I thought that was a sarcophagus. Oh, you post to tell everybody for the exocomps? That's good. There's a lot of people that don't remember to use exocomps. It's really easy to forget, honestly. Like, I've got very specific things that I use them for, and like those are really easy to remember. But some of the oddball ones, like this rep event, adding the exocomps for that makes it a little harder to remember because that's not part of that almost muscle memory kind of thing. And when we had the faction hunt in between the arcs, one of my alliance mates was asking how to save a little bit of negative reputation because they were getting kind of close to doing their 10 bill lock. And I said, well, like, you can do armadas, or like you can throw a negative rep exocomp out there. And I don't remember what level they were, but they were low enough that I don't think they had some of that extra research for the negative rep too. I don't know how close it gets to like less than 100%. Like, if there's any way to have the reputation loss completely negated. One of those things I got experience on. You're meant on. Yeah, the mining ones. I never remember the mining ones. Some of the alliance ones too, like I forget about those. But the only one of the alliance ones that I ever remember is building efficiencies. I think I'm the only one in my alliance that actually gets those ones. Okay, so my crew's intact here. I'm just gonna leave that ship out mining. And just get started on this one. I should get my dailies out of the way first. I don't know why I'm jumping ahead, but it feels like the right thing to do for some reason. One more. I haven't had any luck with one of these DY. Oh, that one I did. So I can kill the level 70s. That's good to know. I tried like 4 times on Sunday and I had my warp core disrupted or whatever each time. Okay, that's got some pretty good scoring to it then. That Khan's Champion one's actually going to be pretty quick to get through, isn't it? Yeah, that's not bad at all. That's probably going to complete about the same time as just the regular Augment Exiles will. And I got a lucky hit on my trial bells too the other night. I've been struggling with those for a while now. Yeah, they used to really pop in frequently, it seemed like, and the last 2 months they've It seemed to dried up a little bit. Like ever since they added the event for the use trials into like the weekly rotation. Not even enough for one proto matter thing. That's rough. I'm able to keep those levels pretty decently stocked, but there's no extras by any means. They have a task in the weight teams for trial bells. I see that maneuver. Oh, alliance tournaments. Oh, I forgot about that. There's be useful for that too. Yeah, we got knocked down off of the top group last run, so hopefully we can get our stuff back together and move back up again in this one. Because the last one was like right around holiday break, so I think a lot of people were kind of hit or miss on being able to get in. Well, the master level depends on the entire alliance participation, though. Oh, yours was a little slow to adopt. Yeah, ours was like 2 or 3 tournaments ago where leadership kind of just threw the hammer down. They're like, you know what, guys? If you're going to be in here, you kind of need to participate. Here's a bunch of information that lays out like the easy way to get loot, the easy things to look for, what's good to refresh, what's good to leave. We got like this whole guide of everything where it's all wrote up. We got a couple of guys that are pretty nerdy and get into some of that stuff. Yeah, I've kind of found that if the people don't know to look to the content creators to find that information, they're probably not gonna take advantage of it if you give it to them too. But this last tournament too, a couple of those people had gone over to a different alliance for I don't remember what they had gone over for. They were stocking up on something where we didn't have enough people to help them in like some kind of armada thing. I don't remember if it was for the no, these were like high level people. I think it was for the Revenant armadas, getting some of those 70s in, because a couple of our guys are at that point where getting anything less than 68s, they can't really do any refinery. And we don't have enough people in our alliance to be able to do the level 70 system here. So they bounce around to a couple of the other alliances that we're friends with to do that. And some other people had bounced over there to do some Starbase research. Which I don't think that I find most of it that interesting for research, but it was in one of the quieter times of the arc, so it wasn't a big deal. And just the tournament thing had snuck up on us a little bit. I'm feeling kind of cocky today, like I might have to hit one of those D9s. Or D7, excuse me. Thought they were D9s. It's the other one's the 9. The against the triangle thing is probably the worst part of that. Did I win? No, okay. The scoring is just that delayed, okay. Now that I died to the D7, I can feel a little more grounded again. Whoa. I like it when there's people with other classes of ships in the same system as me, and we're helping spawn new ships for each other like this. Seems like most of the time I'm in a system where people are running other battleships, and we're all trying to fight for the explorers. I mean, you can crew to, you know, overcome triangle and stuff, but especially when you're in these unknown systems, it's hard to kind of prep for fog of war because the conditions will change on you real quick. I'm guessing it's probably dinner time for a couple of those other folks. Well, I guess plus it's day 1 of the 6-day event, so not everybody's just jumping at the opportunity to get in here. I've been noticing like a little something more interesting today. It seems like when the chaser gets a little close, the Kirshara queue seems to be canceling, getting stuck. It happened a couple of times to me at least. Yeah, maybe now that I say something, it's not going to happen. Or maybe I'll just have to put my tinfoil hat back on. At least I have a tinfoil hat. Only when it comes to the Scopely. I'm not a big conspiracy theorist, but I will call myself observational. Those D7 chasers are so bugged that for the most part, it's almost impossible to actually get killed by them if you're halfway paying attention. Like, as long as your ship is moving, it practically never gets you. Oh, that's just rude. That gets so annoying with the location glitches on the board cubes. Like, you can't tell where anybody's ship is. It always seems to cause problems. Yeah, it's got its ups and its downs. Because, like, you're missing out on a lot of faction-based research. So, like, especially, like, when I get into hazard systems in G6, those just slice through the hull on this thing. It's really light on hazard resistance. That's either finished or halfway's done. That's finished. That was perfect. I mean, I didn't really get my cube to a spot that I was satisfied with till I got to tier 9 on my 63 ship too. Because otherwise it was just constantly a step behind or more. So, faction, hostiles, and then Krenum armadas. Some of this game's acting a little laggy tonight. I really need to start looking at the calendar more. Well, I need to hit Krenum anyways because I'm out of one of the credits. Or was he talking about the Vindicator event? I don't think that's tomorrow. Is it? Wednesday or Thursday? Ah, that flipped to gas. Oh, wait, ore's open. Let's queue up some hostiles and take a peek. Tomorrow's the 11th. Is it gone already? No, there it is. So Wrath Credit Rivalry. Syndicate comes back on Thursday. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything either. It says I dick. But I know the Vindicator event is always, or worked last time to get some points in that with that Armada event. Unless it's one of those unannounced things. I haven't looked at the official Discord in a minute. Quizzes, Q&A session. Pride event. Applications for STFC content creator program. I should probably try to apply for that. Downtime from today. Lions tournament announcement. Patch notes. Yeah, nothing specific. I feel like I'm about a month premature from kind of getting an understanding of some of the other background stuff associated with streaming and kind of wrapping my head around getting a regular rhythm and stuff. But if I don't apply, I don't have a chance. Well, I have way less of a chance to get into anything like that. I mean, the worst they could do is say no. I used to be really active in like DJs and Revs communities and stuff. Right. Well, I have a feeling like they're not going to want to have, you know, like 10 different people that only stream on Twitch. So it could get a little limited into something like that, but if they've only got a couple of people that are, you know, Twitch streamers that are become part of their content creation program, then it's not going to be overly saturated. I've always been a little bit curious on doing some other videos and stuff like that too. I haven't looked into the program. I didn't even hear about it until one of DJ's streams either early last week or late the week before. Which I'm sure if I talked to him, he'd probably give me a little bit of advice. Rev didn't get in. He's like section 31 in, though. Like, I think they have him set particularly as the outside insider. Wait, does that mean that that everybody has to reapply for it? I mean, obviously certain people are going to be shoo-ins, I guess, but... Huh. Yeah, I just started getting re-engaged with the other content creators here a couple weeks ago. Because I had kind of backed out of the game last summer and kind of took a break. And so part of that breaking was just getting away from some of the side attention from it and everything too. So I'm just starting to get back in touch with some of the other streamers and content creators around that. Yep. I mean, there's not that many people that do any actual consistent streaming on Twitch for no one's shout was removed. I don't know. I haven't seen much from him in a while, but that could have just been the way my algorithm was changed. Oh, job and girlfriend. Yeah, that'll... That's respectable then. You know, good on him for doing some IRL stuff. Yeah, I've already signed NDA for other things in the past. Yeah, I mean, realistically, if anybody that does any actual content really has a chance of becoming part of their program, I mean, they could really extend their reach as a company and as a game. That's a big step, honestly. That's always been one of the things. As a sneak peek previewer. Yeah, you want to apply as a previewer. I've done some of the test sampling group activity stuff before too. Yeah, I'd originally started thinking about doing it like 3 years ago. Doing like YouTube videos and stuff, but my editing skills are just bad. They've gotten a little bit better. That's very time consuming. Like doing VOD kind of content like this, editing, like this stream down into, like a 40-minute video isn't too bad because you can just knock out any of the uninteresting parts, like when a ship is going back, and if I don't really have anything exciting to talk about during that time. But so there's a lot of creativity involved with it, with doing some of any transitions if you want to do that, or just making sure the cuts are clean, and then having some kind of an attractive intro sequence of some sort, and like it's kind of like some kind of regular cadence to it, so you just kind of have to have a format and a program and stuff. I was doing an indie game a while back, like 2020, 2021, and I was doing like 30-minute sessions of that, just kind of like once a week or twice a week. I was playing a specific video game, and like I had kind of set up like an intro scene that I would cut into the front of everything, and so everything kind of had like a consistent branding to it. But it was a little rough. The advent of AI is making some of that stuff a lot easier. Because yeah, some of that stuff, I mean, even like these emotes that I've got in my channel here, Bing AI created pretty much all of those for me. Figured once I got a little more comfortable on the affiliate side of things and got an understanding for how that stuff all works, I'd probably commission an artist. I love emotes. Emotes are always fun. That's basically what my only goal with streaming was just to be able to get to affiliates so I could throw emotes out there. The rest of it is just icing on top of that. So I feel comfortable at Crenum. Crenum Armadas are okay. I probably won't do all of them. Because I'm one of those hoarder people. Oh, wait, stop. I still have to do a couple of those. Yeah, I like it. Like, I got on a really good kick here 2 months ago where I got subscriptions gifted for like a lot of different channels. I had like all the emotes that you could imagine. I was so happy. I still have a bunch. Holy crap. Yeah, there's a lot of creativity behind them. I like the ones that have like that personal connection to the channel that, you know, like that's kind of what the core that the streamer's vibe's all about. I haven't found my little shtick quite yet. Okay, so we've got our trial bills done. Or wait, is that that's the one event today too, isn't it? Where's that board cube? No, trials. All right, so I got to do, say, 2 more of those. And mission keys. You were right. I did not do my mission keys yet. Okay, that's 2 emotes from Ultra that I like. I've seen at least one streamer's Freddie Mercury emotes running around in the wild before. Well, I agree. That's kind of why I put the little emote collection on screen too. You were born in the year of the rabbit. I figured it was kind of a natural thing to start with. You know, Cottontail, rabbit. And, you know, everybody's kind of got like there's like a generic starter set of emotes, so I just kind of make sure I covered all the bases. I definitely tried to make sure that there was some decent variety. A carrot spaceship. I saw a bad one. I I have some subscriber slots. That would definitely be a good one for that. Bunny astronaut out. Carrot like Starfleet badge. Carrot adjacent at least. Yeah, you get a limited amount of slots to start off with. Mission key. I think my one in the recruit chest is up today too. I'm gonna write those two down as ideas. I'm gonna put your name with them, and then I'm gonna write you down for artist attribution if they come true. Oh, you subscribed. Thank you. That emote was so quick, I couldn't even, or the alert was so quick, I couldn't even recognize what that was yet. Oh, now I'm obligated to get them out sooner than later. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's good to know that that alert works, because I did not have that set up the first time that I had one. Oh, that's stuff that's fun to work on in downtime for sure. I'm one of those people that I have a desire to be a creative person, but I lack the skills and certain levels of creativity to be able to do it. I'm a resourceful person, so I can get a lot of those things accomplished. But like when it comes to like hand drawing, art and stuff like that, it's like, that's bad. Like if it's beyond stick figure, I'm not capable of doing much with those. Pets in pajamas on your Instagram feed. I'm a tech person, and I don't know if those brains usually, you know, like if there's a Venn diagram between tech brain and artistic brain, if there's anything in the middle there, but I mean, to a certain extent, I mean, people that do coding and stuff, there's a certain level of creativity there for sure. But I think that's like a critical thinking level of creativity. Where am I going? There. Every time I try to go out for the Krenum solos, I always think of the invading Stars fleet. So I couldn't do 64s on my last trip, but I've gotten some additional research done in the meantime. So DTI, I need static. Static. I would save it too if I didn't need it today. If I didn't have a need for it, I should say. Static. No, that's Alliance X comps. Anti-static. It's just so confusing with the symbols being opposite of each other and stuff. I don't think I'm not gonna use all my directives today by any means. I'm gonna save some. I don't know how many that I have for sure, but let's say I have 8 of them. I'll probably only use like 5 or 6. I've done that way before too. I don't know. I have a deeper appreciation for them if I do them separately. I feel I do at least. Especially when I got them, you know, in significantly different levels. Because like I'm good on the static ones for a while, or the charged ones for a while. I just need the static right now, so I feel good using most of my credits for these. And then, you know, like in next week, I'll do these ones, so I kind of alternate back and forth. That way, if I ever get into a situation where I can't do them for a little bit for some reason, then I at least have one of them keeping me going. Static. I've always just got to triple check myself all the time. 234. 234 is pretty high. Hopefully I can do this in one. I don't think I can do these in one go, but I think maybe 2. Ooh, I can do them in 2 now, or 1. That's a significant change. That's a big deal. I'm happy about that. The last time I was in the system doing these, it took me 3 shots to be able to kill one of them. Hi, Me Bicycle. Doing well. How are you? It looks like 3 is going to be my number. That's such a game changer. The research in the research in the Mirror Universe area has probably been the biggest help for these with me. Ooh, that's rough. Having to do the extra stuff when you're not ready for it, but they expect you to be ready for it. That's one of the toughest spots to be in this game. It's like when you're level 50 and they give you the 53 requirements. I don't know if it was 50 or 51, but like there's a couple of spots where they got the brackets all screwed up really bad, like consistently. I shouldn't say that. They've had it screwed up in the past. Those rare ships go by pretty quick too. Like they don't, it doesn't take much to get those to a really workable level. I could especially see the exiles being something that's tough to overcome without the right level of ship. Because I mean, even I had some struggles with that too, because I was lacking in crews that did the apex barrier and apex shredding and stuff. So I didn't have any research or anything that did any benefit towards it at all. So I was just scraping by at the beginning of last month's arc. But luckily they give you a lot of the sourcing options through that to be able to pick up some of them officers and be able to get some of that stuff added to your repertoire. Ooh, did I complete that one? I didn't. They're just giving away a lot of points there. Sweet. So I got a bunch of directives left there, so that means that I can get some of that done. Oh, that's some big points. That was almost a week's worth of refines here. It's been really interesting how quickly this loop has been accelerating here in the last couple of weeks. Oh, for faction credits? Do they drop the ship blueprints too by any chance? Do you be able to get a little bit of double dipping in that? Or is it just all gonna have to go into the store? No ship VPs? Ah. That'd have been too convenient if they're gonna give you such like a good grinding spot. I have enough for one wave defense right now. Oof. Yeah, it'd be too ideal. That was one of the things I always liked about the faction grinding, when all of a sudden you start getting the right BPs. Ooh, there isn't very many people that have been doing any of that yet. No one, and we're only sitting at 6. That's pretty impressive. I got Anorax unlocked this month through the Augment store, and he's been so useful just on that part of the grind. I have not even had an opportunity to really use him for anything other than his officer ability. I don't have Suitor yet. Suitor's the next one I need to unlock. I think I'm gonna probably do that in the event store with whatever I have left over for credits. Because he was in... Was it in here, or was that just in one of the... Oh yeah, he's right here. Yeah, I don't need very much to unlock him. I haven't decided if that 12% hull damage, where I'm going to use that yet. I'm guessing that's probably going to be like a wave defense thing. I haven't worked that out yet. Speaking of which, section 31, I need to check and see if I have more wave defense credits there. I didn't even realize that the chest loot was improved until like last week. Like, that's a really major ability. I'm actually kind of surprised that they put that in. Like, that's always the kind of stuff that they always seem to avoid whenever they could. Okay, so I've got 2 days until I get additional ciphers. I don't know if I can do the 60 solo yet. Like when I get my 66 ship, that's when I think I'll really be able to excel in there. But right now it's a bit of a struggle. But I know my crewing can be improved. I kind of got real basic crews at this point. Need to do waves, but the phone melted. Yeah, that's... Waves require a reliable device. Like, I do it on my PC, and I pretty much refuse to do it on mobile. Unless I'm really, really in need of them, and I'm not gonna be around a computer for a couple of days. Like, even these are screwed up somehow. Because, like, my Apex Shred, or my Apex Barrier Officer should be on a ship. Some ship. I don't think I have any other officers in his group yet. I do not. I had just unlocked another officer that has a wave ability. So she would be a good one to use. I'm not familiar with CEX. But there's always so many like smaller, like regional carriers and stuff. Oh no, it's a retailer. Is that like a mail-in service? Or is that an actual store? Okay. Secondhand store. It doesn't look like there's really... Yeah, it's in the UK. There, it looks like there's some other international areas, maybe in EU, maybe. Or... I mean, we've got some places that do it, but I don't think we have like a chain type of place off the top of my head. I should look into that though, because I do have I do have some stuff that could get some reuse. Nesmith is the one, isn't he? No. I just unlocked some dang officer that has a had a wave ability, I thought. Well, there's most of them only offer like a third party. There's like two big ones that kind of cover most of the big carriers. There are other just random companies that do insurance that you can actually do like an independent insurance program with. I'm one of those people that probably aren't smart and don't get phone insurance. I've had it before and I've used it when I've needed to use it when I've had it, but when I've had the insurance, I've always needed to use it, but when I have not had insurance, I've never needed it. It was free. That does track so hard. Well, it's really interesting. Some of those insurance programs that you can get are actually retroactive. So like they don't actually like if your device is broken now, you can get the insurance and it'll apply to your broken device. There are plans that go for stuff like that. Which, you know, with those plans, you're always getting refurbished equipment and stuff like that, so it's almost a crapshoot that it's unless your stuff's really broken, it's kind of a 50-50 chance that it's going to be actually better than what you're sending back. Because I've had that happen with, like, I don't think it was one of my phones. It might have been one of my buddy's phones, but, you know, like, he had a problem with the speaker and they sent it back, and the one that they came back with had some other kind of weird thing, and by the time that he realized that it was a problem, he wasn't really willing to go through the extra effort to swap phones a second time. I was like, one of the vibrating motors was like a little funky or something. Like, ended up quitting after a few weeks. I'm gonna have to spend some time and sit down through my officers and really take a good look at them and get them rearranged. Deep pockets and short arms. I don't think I've ever heard anybody say that one before, and I like that. Can relate to that a lot. So he's my interceptor dude. He's my explorer, dude. It's this guy. No. Dang it. Battleship hostiles. Where's the third one? That's the third one. That's my explorer, dude. No, wait. Come back. I'm a Yorkshire man. We don't like to spend, some even dare to turn the heating on. They best be wearing 2 jumpers and thermal hat. You know, it'd be nice to be in a spot that had more moderate climate and be able to make choices. I'm in one of those spots where I'm gonna be let me see if I can find an easy. So like our average temperatures range from like 35 is kind of a typical hot in the summertime for us. But we'll get down to say minus 30 on a pretty regular basis. So we don't get a lot of choice in being able to turn on the heat or turn on the air conditioning. Yeah, yeah. Not so much on the air temperature. It gets in like that like wind chill feels like area like that. For the most part. Like this last winter, our coldest temperature was minus 31 Fahrenheit. So that, which is roughly same ballpark in Celsius when it gets down there. Well, somewhere between like negative 25 and negative 30. Yeah, today was like 90 Fahrenheit. Tomorrow, I know towards the end of the week it was only going to get into the 60s. Which that's very, very comfortable weather. Yeah, I'm in Minnesota, so we're in the northern border just south of Canada, pretty much smack dab in the Middle East and West. So when the wind comes from the north, we get the wind out of the North Pole, and when the wind comes out of the south, we get the wind out of the Gulf. A Wi-Fi extender would be, yeah, that could be useful. I do need to buy a new tent, so it would be an opportune time. Oh, you're over by Lake Michigan? Yeah, that doesn't give a lot of variability then. You have a little bit of advantage with the lake being a heat sink for you. So that definitely helps to normalize temperatures a little bit. Somewhat. It can do the reverse too, though. There was one time I was up in Duluth Superior, and I had a hotel down in the city, downtown, at one of the hotels, and it's got a very, very large shoreline. I don't know what the exact elevation change is, but it's a very significant elevation change from being down alongside of Lake Superior and getting up above. And I had gone from down by the lake. It was, the air temperature was like -35. And by the time I got up away from the lake out of the bowl, it had gotten to like 38 or 40 above. Like just the difference of like 2.5 miles. It's the craziest weather situation I've ever experienced in my life. Or no, this is the one that was up here. Yeah, the polar vortex. That's nothing I ever remember having to like deal with or hear about as a kid, but over the last few years, that's definitely been a thing. And you you definitely learn that it's the force to be reckoned with for sure. Okay, this is the one where all my ships die. Well, maybe I can get that one. Yeah, not anything that has any potential of giving you any drafts at all. There's I don't know if you've seen like the window insulation kits or whatever, but those definitely come in handy when it gets that cold. Like I've got a big sliding patio door and I'll actually hang a quilt on it. When it starts to get that cold. I have a little bit of an advantage now. They north of my house used to be an open field and they put up houses there, so now I kind of have a windbreak. It made a big difference in the wintertime. Big difference. Oh, the Operation Bulwark bypass is up. I was kind of hoping that that was going to be up. I'm glad that it is. So when I get my next credit in like 2 days, I'll be able to finish that thing up and then do that solo. I want to make sure I have enough to keep on getting GS31 blueprints. Like if I gotta pick like 2 things to keep getting in this store, the GS31 blueprints and this DTI plaque. Everything else I'm going to consider optional at this point. Yeah, depending on if the load is light or heavy tomorrow for the events, I might do some waves with the Alliance, because there's always a couple of people that have the opportunity to get a task for that. Let's see, anything else that has to be done today? I don't think I completed my Q's trial thing yet. I keep on forgetting about that one. Okay, I didn't recognize that this was the long SMS again. That's good. I did the secrets meta for both of them already. Not buying Savic. That's all 6-day stuff. There's no secret 1-day one. Chaos tech stuff. Arc events. I still got to go through and finish the missions. Tech Tuesday, so run 2 more of them. Call that good. This month felt a little bit less grindy than what last month was. I don't know if it's because they gave us the option to spread it out a little bit more, or if it's just that it's hitting a little bit different things. Oh, we got treasury too? I didn't even notice that before. No wonder there's been so many banner notifications popping up. Treasury is full. I'm never gonna forget about those messages. Like, it's enough of a meme that I actually feel happy to have, you know, been part of it and been through it. Ooh. Those are some pretty good officers. Yeah, those are some good officers. I need to unlock Vale. I need her unlocked pretty bad. Having that extra chance at crit below deck, that's big. The con officer depot tokens. Well, we kind of do, don't we? Oh, you mean the treasury? Is that what was in there the one time? Was it the last treasury? Or was it 2 treasuries ago? Two ago. Okay. That was the one where it didn't have officer shards. Yeah, Mir Picard isn't anybody that I'm particularly going for because I don't have much desire for engaging in PvP. So I don't consider it a benefit, but it's always nice to have that opportunity if you need to use it. Yeah, Mir Data was pretty easy to get unlocked too. I don't know if I got him up to rank 2 yet, but not quite yet, but almost. But I think he's in the augment chest. He's in one of the chests that pops through on a regular basis. Is it here? No. I don't think here either. Yeah, he's here. Yeah, I need to study the officer sheets a little bit again and refamiliarize myself with some of the new crews. It looks like the Freeman, Worf, and who was the other one? Whatever, that crew. Lorca? Yeah, Lorca. The Freeman, Worf, Lorca's been something I'm still seeing quite a bit. I don't know if it's an effective, like the most effective still, but it's something I've been seeing fairly frequently. But they could just be people like me that are just stuck in their ways. Haven't updated their meta. Haven't refreshed their officer presets. Well, I mean, it's a general crew. Anything else, you kind of get into specialization where it only works great in very specific circumstances. And it's hard to get in those certain circumstances. Most of the time when I'm getting into PvP, it's going to be during incursions. But even then, most of the time it's just going to be defense on a miner or, you know, trying to fight back somebody attacking miners. So it's not going to be like big ship versus big ship where, you know, research and crew comes down. Most of those is just a matter of speed. As soon as they came out with the Apex barrier, I kind of gave up a little bit on PvP because I started to recognize that they're just going to keep on overriding and introducing something to compensate for what's in field, what's at play now. And I didn't feel like chasing that edge. So a lot of times it's just, you know, somebody in the 60s will be running a speed crew on a big ship, and you know, those officers don't do much, so I can snipe those ships off pretty easy. But when it comes like straight up crew for people in the 60s, I'm soft. So if you ever see me do an arena, there's an L coming for the PvP aspect of things. PvE and armadas, yeah, sure, I can knock those out all day. Let's get matched up. What level are you again? You're getting pretty close where you would... 56, yeah, 56, that's borderline of being able to get into the same arena as me, I think. You should be able to, right? If I'm 65, 60 creates that. That's going to be between 55 and 65, no? I think that's how it works. So as long as a 60 or a 61 would create the team, there's a chance. Yeah, I like that those crews are easy to throw up, because I had preset slots set aside for PvP crews, but I was like, well, if you're going to use the strike crews for them, then it's quick enough to swap to them that it's not really worth the point of putting a slot up for it. Other than the below decks is kind of dicey, but if you only have to really care about one crew, if you just put the, you know, like the Borg PvP crew in there for the assimilate stuff, at least you got like something really easy that you can switch to in a hurry if you have to. Yeah, that's true. The squad matching can be different, that's for sure. Yeah, I need to make sure that I set aside time to do that, because I kind of hate that it's such a short window. Like by the time I get off of work and get home, it's like 3 hours of the arena that's left for the most part, and depending on what the event load is for the day, that can be a little tough to make the time necessary for it. That's why my rating is really, really bad. And the way that trying to do a squad with my alliance, I don't hit the game times right at the same time as the same people around my level, so it gets hard to get a squad created for alliance play. It'd be nice to see some of those go up on like a Saturday or something instead of a Monday, but it's still something quick. It's not that hard to make time for it, but I think I use it as an excuse more than anything. Thank you, Bud 420. I kind of like that name, and I also appreciate the fact that it's easy to remember. Like, even if it's one of those people that change their name fairly frequently, you know that they're going to keep it somewhat similar to that, because that's very distinct. So I can get an additional Mark of Khan, which will go for the Reliant upgrade event. Yeah, there's a couple people on my server, but I'm like they're like G4 players for the most part. People that are dickheads are usually in the 40s still around here, sometimes the 30s. So I have to go out of my way to interact with them, and they're not worth my time for the most part. The griefers on our server are generally pretty lazy. Oh, he's one of those. He's one of those. Just toes the edge of row. I was in an alliance with one of them players. It led it led to some fun PvP action. He goes for the auto grinders. Is he doing the ones in the Augment Exile space, or just generally? You're like, in Monavine space and like just general bed Klingon ROM? Lazy grief for 420. Oh, Yarda? Those hostels don't carry like any data or anything like that that'd be worthwhile to have. We used to have people claiming that they were just out harvesting ship parts. That was in the pre-G4 days. That was a long time ago. We had an alliance called Dirt on server 34. That was right before like the server came together and kind of set an agreed upon row. So everything was kind of wild at that time, but Dirt was like the last holdout basically of the non-row alliances. You know, most of the non-row stuff was, you know, pretty generic. That some alliances probably wouldn't even, or some servers wouldn't even have as part of their row right now, so it really wasn't that big of a deal. But I think that was even before Armadas came into the game. I don't remember having to worry about Armadas being part of it. I have not done anything for the archives yet in this month. My FNA is fully leveled, fully tiered. I don't know if you need to do have a regular Franklin at tier 9, or if you've just had to have one at some point. But mine was maxed when I was. When I was running that as my main ship, or not my main ship, when I was running that as my main swarm ship. Yeah, as long as it was a matter of having to have one, I think I got it covered. I do have one, and I just picked up the upgrade parts for it, so I will be able to have it covered. I was just kind of expecting an upgrade event to pop up. I never even really looked at the calendar to see if they had one on the books at all. You want the nostalgia of doing that loop again? Ooh. I guess I got a little bit of a taste of it yesterday for the... I think it was yesterday for the trivia. So it was kind of nice being able to go there with the ship that you could hit with the speed crew on it. It was very refreshing. But if you need to get the frequency modulators, I can definitely see running it through would be an okay thing to do. Maybe the trade down. I haven't looked into exactly... Yeah, there's like a trade down opportunity from Mark IIs down to the regulars. I think I'd be able to get mine up to tier 9 if I had to. I've got that one's tier 12 level 60, so that can go to archive. I thought I had 2 of the Franklin A's. No, that is the Franklin A. 2 of the Franklins. I have a second Franklin A. Did they give us a Franklin A at the beginning of the arc? Yeah, I can definitely see that. I mean, crews, officers, research, there's so much that's significantly more versus what it was like 5 years ago. Well, not to mention 40 levels or 30 levels of difference. Or did I scrap my little Franklin? Is the original one an Explorer? I had picked up another Franklin at some point. Because like I had done the faction, or during the ARC events, I was doing the upgrade pieces for it. I must have scrapped that to get a second Franklin A now. You didn't have to max level it. There was one of those things where you had to get it up to tier 9, level 41, I think. So if because there was like some kind of a weird situation that people could get into where they could have like they could have had their Franklin A but not had their original Franklin high enough or something. I heard a little bit about it. I didn't see any of the details or anything. I caught the tail end of it when I was joining Samo's stream. It must have been last week, like last Tuesday or something. Did I do all these already? I did all these already. Okay. Like, I don't know if it shows like it would be locked if you can't get all the way to the tier 9 or whatever, but I don't think I did not have these data shards to be able to take it fully to pillar 9. Oh. Yeah, that kind of sucks that there was like such efficient ways to be able to do it that you end up getting yourself caught into like some kind of a stupid trap for a situation that nobody could have predicted 3 years ago. $360. Everything's a trap. Have you tried to take the easier way out anywhere? Yeah, so it's like 4,000 of those credits to be able to take it to the 9th pillar here. So I have just enough to be able to do it now. It's just we had the Devore event last month. So I was expecting a Franklin event this month. I thought that Beck had mentioned to not do it right away. Or somebody had mentioned not to do it right away. Yeah, the Voyager maxed makes that ship really awesome. Having that thing archived would be really worth it. I don't think they would throw an event in if it wasn't on the calendar, because they would almost have to do reimbursements to people then at that point, or award people that had already completed the pillars. But yeah, I figured I'd at least wait until I had all the stuff to be able to go all the way to the top tier with it. I don't know if I want to do the Franklin A or the Franklin one first, though. Is it this one? I don't think the Franklin one is really worth it. I mean, I don't know what the Franklin A one really is either, but there's more here at least. So however many tokens this one takes to do, I'll probably just save it until I get all of them for that. Because I always have that feeling like they're gonna have some kind of a catch-up event later. So if you haven't completed something like this, that you'll get rewarded for doing it. Like when it came to like all of the training type of events, there was, I left all of those undone because I just always assumed that at someday there's going to be a benefit for it. Yeah, Jayla alone would be worth it. I don't know why I'm doing this with a mouse. At 9,000. So I have half of what I need to be able to do the Franklin A one. Yeah, and I think if I had to choose two, I think generally I like shield health more than hull health. But I've got a lot of hull health research too. Yeah, I stopped doing swarm events as soon as I had Khan upgraded. So basically as soon as he hit transporter patterns, or I might not have even needed to use transporter patterns on him. I might have had him upgraded before then. Well, I'd say at least, but when they added the swarm into the freebooters, that's probably when I quit doing them. Other than for the occasional event, because I really hated hitting Borg probes, so I would usually do the swarm. But now the swarm, you have to hit a bunch of them. Even though the probes are only 58, does the swarm only go up to like 55 or something? 50. So yeah, the level difference of them, you gotta hit so many of the swarm. I just decided to do the probes. It felt like the only reasonable situation to put myself through. I don't know if there's a significant difference, but for a while there, when they first started doing those events, like it was like 140 swarm versus, you know, like 50 or 70 probes. And when it, whoa, what is this? Is that the auto assign thing now? It looks like a refresh button. I don't remember even seeing that in the... I don't remember seeing that in the release notes. I'm actually afraid to hit that a little bit. Okay, the button's been there since the start of the arc, but it didn't look like that yesterday. Because it used to just say auto assign. And I don't know if that's just the difference between mobile and PC. Hi, Big Bad Booty Daddy. How are you doing tonight? Oh, didn't say it? Okay, good. I don't like the fact that it looks like a refresh icon. I like the look. I think they just need to rethink it just a little bit. If you stop crashing. I know they had, I don't know if you're on iOS or Android, but I know they were having some iOS issues earlier. Yeah, I know they said it was fixed, but sometimes that phone might not pick it up quite right. It is the phone. There's been a couple of times where I was like, double pulls would instead take you to the web store. Now, there's been a couple of times where I'm sitting there like looking, you know, playing, and you know, all of a sudden I'm like, man, this is laggy. This is really laggy. And then all of a sudden, like my YouTube video that I'm watching on my laptop will start stuttering a little bit or refreshing, and it's kind of like, oh, it's the Wi-Fi. It's not the game. It always seems like there's like one person in the alliance where they're like, is anybody else having really bad lag in the game right now? And a lot of times it's like, no. Okay, it must be I'm in the wrong end of the house. You can go move closer to the wireless router, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, there it is. Here still says auto assign. You might not have the update from today then. Unless your old phone is that old that it's outside of the update window for this patch. Some of those are a little bit earlier. They had a note in the release notes for this arc about having preview things in the Boldly Go events. I was kind of hoping to see something here, but it's just one of those, I guess it was one of those things that's prep for when they actually use this next time. I gotta remember to come in here and do this daily thing. That's gonna be an easy one to forget. This Khan's Revenge. I think this is only the second day of it, or else this is only the second time I've noticed it. Yeah. Let's see, do we have anybody else streaming? Let's see. Looks like there's a couple people that are doing promos. Yeah, I see DJs is up. Oh, is it Cree? I don't think I've came across her before. Did I just miss? Well, she's only been up for like a half hour. Okay.
It's a bold strategy, Con.
That did not come through very well. Oh, I'm kind of the same way there, Meat Bicycle. I mean, when DJs is doing his show, it's a little bit rough to be able to to be a part of it. Let's see. He's not pulling up in my raid options. Let's see if I can do this the hard way. Flash raid. Now I'm starting to do like real streamer stuff. Did it work? That worked. All right, we'll meet you guys over there. I didn't realize that was only going to be like 5 seconds. Oh, no, that was the countdown for starting up the raid. I was like, holy crap. I thought that was like a 5-second countdown instead of like a minute. Let's see. I have raid commands. So non-subs can use the copy the first command to use. Is that not the right one? I've been involved in like community Q&A sessions with Rev before. They were paid by people like on our server in my alliance and stuff. So yeah, like we paid Rev to get a little bit of time with them. What is this message? Sub raid. Is that what I did? No, I did raid sub. All right, raiders, non-subs can copy the first message and subscribers can copy the second message. And we will see you in her raid in like 5 seconds.